Our Committee Culture and Education Committee, will host on next 15th of September in Brussels, in the Parliament, a very important hearing on some very sensitive subject overall in this period, in this time, that's dedicated to the subject on the diversity, cultural diversity, intercultural dialogue, and the role of education in this matter. Also because this year is the 10th anniversary of UNESCO Convention on diversity, cultural diversity, and cultural interdialogue. And with the participation of Irina Bokova, that she is a very known General Director of UNESCO. We will propose to write for me, very interesting and strategic report, Parliament initiative report on this matter, and also to, I ask in this framework, I asked the Commissioner, and we want to push them to promote more than they do now the provided bilateral agreement provided in program Creative Europe on with third countries, because it's very, very important and a win-win strategy, because it's a way to mutual understanding, to cooperation on the field of media, audiovisual, cinema and culture, but also because we can, as Europeans, and as stakeholder operators, enlarge the panorama of the relationships to have exchange of festival participation, stage, occasion of work and skills acquisition, and so I imagine that it's very important for us. Because you know that we are living in a very difficult time, very complex to understand, because we are in the world, not only in Euro-Mediterranean, at risk the coexistence, the Pacific coexistence. We are the tragedy of humanitarian crisis. We are many, many refugees. The provision is that for maybe 10 or 12 or more years they will continue to migrate, because they escape from conflicts, from fame, from so many persecutions. And so we have to reconsider totally the policies on this, not only problem of emergency and police intervention, as some countries does or imagine, but is a problem that is a question very important also for culture, for cultural approach, for intercultural education, for instance, for many minors are involved, and so we have to host them in the school in a specific way, but also to understand also with their voices what is happening. It's very interesting, for instance, today the discussion here in Venice on the women film directors. They are not so lot, but the problem is not only a problem of numbers or the rights or equal opportunities also, but mainly a problem of the silence of their voices, no? And the same is with the migrants. How many creative people are there, but they are not put in condition to express themselves and also to understand each other, to help us to understand what it happens. As you know, in the period, in the world program 14-20, we succeed 10% more of budget. But now, for the 2016, the proposal of Council is to cut a percentage of Creative Europe. We are totally against as committee, and I hope as Parliament. And we will vote against this, but we will vote to increase budget and not to cut. Particularly, it would be the risk that the new financial instrument for guarantee investment in creative industries and in audiovisual industries and cultural industries that will be start on next year. Start with the wrong foot because with less money, but this cut will hit also other two things very important. First of all is the support to the national desk that help operators to work on this field, and also the pilot projects and the projects, innovation projects. They are so important even for cross-sectoral projects inside cultural creativity in Europe. That's the risk, and we are very, very committed to avoid this risk in this program. You know, I have been rapporteur. I am standing rapporteur of Creative Europe, and so it's also my duty, not only as a chair of the committee, but also in this role, to defend the budget that we fought for. The purpose of this forum film is for me very interesting, because the Commission recognizes, and also EU, the importance to hear before acting, to hear the operators, to hear the creativity sector, to hear the artists, producers and others, before deciding in a very important way what we are to approve. First of all, in the digital single market strategy, we have to take in very specific account, first of all, the problem of copyright, the interest for contents, cultural contents, and also the role of culture for the future and for the new for development. And secondly, because we have also the revision provided for the next year of directive on AVMS, audiovisual and media services, that we have to confront before with operators, before to adopt it.